Good evening and welcome to the show. I haven't done one of these in a little while. It feels like I've done a few concerts where I've been sitting amongst other songwriters recently, but I haven't done one of my own. And I have this one lined up. And next week we're going to do the 48-hour music fest, and that'll be Saturday at 6 p.m. that I will be going on as well as a lot of other performers from the Cleveland area. Anyway, I'm just getting started to talking a little bit, just to wait for people to get in the room here. But I think I'm ready to go. I see a few of you here. Often overlooked, she thought that this time she'd get the dance. Like the laundry on the line, she swayed as she waited for her chance. And up among the stars, she thought that this would be her chance to shine as bright as she had ever shown. Well, up among her, like a billion points of light, some are dim, some burn bright, far away across the Milky Way. Burn on forever, so it seems, and some are flashes in our dreams, fade away while we are just getting started. And up among the stars, we hope that we would be spinning aloft forever. Together we are up among the, like a billion points of light. Some are dim, some burn bright, far away across the Milky Way. Burn on forever, so it seems, and some are flashes in our dreams, fade away while we are just getting started. Often overlooked, she thought that this time she'd get the dance. Like the laundry on the line, she swayed as she waited for her chance. And up among the stars, across the galaxy, she left this world behind her, and never to return. From up among them, like a billion points of light, some are dim and some burn bright, far away across the Milky Way. Burn on forever, so it seems, and some are flashes in our dreams, fade away while we are just getting started. Up Among the Stars. Hello to the Curlies. Good to see you, and hello, Laura. If you're on there, go ahead and shout out to me. It makes me feel good knowing you're there and knowing who's there, because I can't really see who's there. Let me fix this earpiece. It's popping out on me, which is causing me kind of some confusion. We're trying some new things here. Part of it's trying to get used to trying to do in-person shows again and using technology that I do for that. And then part of it's also I just want to keep evolving what we're doing with the streaming concerts. Because I intend to keep doing this because I know a lot of folks around the country that I want to play for, and I'm looking forward to getting back on the train soon. And it won't be long. Well, I heard her say, well, as we waited at the station in the early hours of the day, just like a song with an old familiar melody, and number 5 will soon arrive and we'll all be on our way. About 7:15 the train is pulling in. It's right on time, so let the journey begin. Aboard the Zephyr out of Denver and on through to Emeryville. And overhead, guitars are safely stored. Conductor shouts with everybody on board. Aboard the Zephyr out of Denver and on through to Emeryville. And over the mountains and canyons and empty old towns. We're dining in the desert while the sun is sinking down. Welcome the nighttime. We're sped across the Bonneville Flats with a pint of whiskey shared that we carried in a stainless steel flask. And I tried to write, but I guess my day is done. 'Cause it's hard to stay awake when you listen to them steel rails hum. And making up time lost to the day, with no more climbs beyond the Great Salt Lake. Aboard the Zephyr out of Denver and on through to Emeryville. Morning breaks and coffee is poured. Conductor shouts with everybody on board. For the Zephyr out of Denver and on through to Emeryville. And over the mountains and canyons and empty old towns. And up around the diner summit, this train is slowing down behind a freight train. Lost the girls to the Golden State. I guess it's never quite as simple as you think that it's gonna be. And as the sun began to fade, we looked out on San Francisco Bay. Aboard the Zephyr out of Denver, we were pulling into Emeryville. that's Emeryville. Hello, Wendy, Dave, John, and Max. And Max says it sounds good, which is great. Thank you for stopping in and checking out before you go on. Max and Ruth are friends of ours. They're Ruth is a wonderful songwriter. Max holds down the foundation with the bass. He's got the big stand-up bass. They're out of Michigan, and they've been doing Saturday nights at 8 o'clock. And so we're gonna bridge for just a moment there, but go check them out when I'm all done. I didn't want to bug Max tonight because I knew they were going on, and I didn't want him worrying about me while he's got to worry about himself. But thank you very much for that info. That's helpful. We're having tea this evening. So the pandemic's over. It's not. We're in a better place if we got vaccinated, I imagine. But anyway, let me play my pandemic song here. Actually, I got a whole record full of them, but this is the first one that I wrote when the pandemic hit, and it's called "Together Alone." Together alone, connected by phones, we gather round tablets and hide in our homes. And we've all been ordered to shelter in place. You and me quarantine with the whole human race. The virus spread quickly through cruise ships and planes. It's all just a hoax, our leader complained. And the warnings were silenced, the response was delayed. Now he urgently moves to reassign blame. And we've all been ordered to shelter in place. You and me quarantine with the whole human race. And we search for new leaders in an unlikely face. You and me quarantine with the whole human race. And the president, he boasts of low gasoline prices, but it ain't like we're burning much fuel. Still he stands up before us, gaslighting the crisis. Can we all wash our hands of this fool? And we've all been ordered to shelter in place. You and me quarantine with the whole human race. We search for new leaders in an unlikely face. You and me quarantine with the whole human race. And the people emerged a little too soon. They crowded the churches, exhausted by Zoom. And some took to the streets, they were tear-gassed by goons. As the virus kept spreading through a nation in ruins. Now uncertainty haunts us in this darkest hour. The economy is trashed, although he boasts of its power. And I struggle to find light, as it seems we are doomed. And then a small purple flower emerges in bloom. And we've all been ordered to shelter in place. You and me quarantine with the whole human race. faces in an unlikely face. You hand me quarantine with the whole human race. You hand me quarantine with the whole human race. I really like playing that one. I'm going to play another one. This is a song that won second place in the Woody Guthrie Folk Festival a few years ago. It was a song I wrote about people standing up to bullies. We still got some out there, so keep standing up. It's important. And if you can't stand up, lodge your wheelchair in the halls of Congress and don't let them move you. That was an event that really struck my heart. I said, you go. This is called Remember Who We Are. Remember who we are. Come from near and far. The women marching in the streets and bent-kneed athletes. Now we are refugees and dreamers, the immigrants you blame, and we will come from near and far. Remember who we are. Remember who we are. We carry open scars. Push these wheelchairs forward. You cannot disregard us as we block the halls of Congress for the fear of a graveyard. Oh, we will come from near and far. Remember who we are. We stood up to the Nazis and the Klansmen just the same. To a tone-deaf president for whom the victims share the blame for a deadly act of terror. To him it's just a game, and we will come from near and far. Remember who we are. Scientists and teachers, reporters on TV, investigators, lawyers, oh, the proof, it's plain to see. The evidence is obvious, so don't look the other way, and we will come from near and far. Remember who we are. Say that all lives matter, but it doesn't seem that way when the consequence of living is dying every day. And if the motto of the police is self-service and neglect, oh, we will come from near and far. Remember who we are. Schools, they're filled with children who live by different rules. Drills and lockdowns put in place can't save them from these fools. And as you pander to the worst in us, young lives are laid to waste. And we will come from near and far. Oh, remember who we are. We will come from near and far. Remember who we are. That one's fun to play too. You know, I'm not going to play anything that's not fun to play. matter of fact. Well, hello, Steve. Good to see you. Steve says I'm looking dapper. It's because I didn't put on the other shirt I had planned to put on, because that one made me look a little wide. It didn't fit well. But our pool's going to open up, and we're going to try to get some laps in and hopefully shed some of this winter weight, COVID weight, the COVID 50. Here's a new one. It was 2 o'clock up on a Capitol Hill. Well, and the president, he just ordered a coup. Well, and the crowd broke through the windows. The crowd broke through the doors. It was 2 o'clock up on a Capitol Hill. Well, and they started by killing a cop with a fire safety device. And then they set off in search of the speaker and the president's loyal vice. And let me tell you about Old Glory. Well, it's a sad and a stupid story, a tragic tale that I'm embarrassed to tell. We all saw it coming, well, you could hear the rebel drumming, a grand finale to a living year in hell. Some of them was Nazis, and some they were YouTube stars, profited from conspiracy whores. Yeah, you gone too far. They pissed on the carpets and walls. They knew the place too well. Someone on the inside was more than willing to tell. And let me tell you about Old Glory, and it's a sad and a stupid story, a tragic tale that I'm embarrassed to tell. We all saw this coming, you could hear the rebel drumming, the grand finale to a living year in hell. There were heroes, a few, but not enough for an angry mob. The guard was never summoned, because someone wasn't doing their job, until the loyal vice called her backups, and the building was secure. Congress did what they came to do, and the vice, he had the final word. And let me tell you about Old Glory, and it's a sad and a stupid story, a tragic tale that I'm embarrassed to tell. We all saw this coming, yeah, we could hear the rebel drumming. The grand finale to a living year in hell. Nope. So that's a new one. That's about the insurrection. There are people trying to tell us that there was no insurrection. They were just tourists. Terrorists. That's my personal opinion. If you disagree, I'm sorry. It's on film. Hey, Lee, you're watching the Phillies. Well, that's I don't disagree with that. It's something to do. Phillies are my National League team that I root for first. Phillies hat around a lot. We went to a birthday party a couple weeks ago for our friends Zach and Nicole, their children, Eleanor and Ash, both had birthdays within a couple days of each other, so we went over there for a birthday party. It was really one of our first, it probably was our first public outings after full vaccination. I mean, it was a private home with just a few people, but it's the first time we tried that. It was a good time. Anyways, it was a Pirates party, but I didn't have a Pirates hat, so I wore my Phillies hat. We got a few Philly fans on here. We got Lee, we got the Curleys. Well, at least James. James is a Phillies fan, I imagine. I haven't decided what song this is going to be. Do a Dylan song. I was sort of fooling around with this during sound check. I think I heard it today. I was listening to an old Grateful Dead show, and they finished up with it. The show was not in Philly, though. I did see the Grateful Dead in Philly a few times. Mama, mama, take this badge away from me. Well, I can't wear it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. It feels like I'm knocking on a heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on a heaven's door. I'm knock, knock, knocking on a heaven's door. And just like so many times before, Lord, I feel like I'm knocking on a heaven's door. Mama, put these guns into the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. long dark cloud, it's hanging down, and I feel like I'm knocking on a heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on a heaven's door. Oh, I'm knock, knock, knocking on a heaven's door. Just like so many times before, I feel like I'm knocking on a heaven's door. Mama, mama, take this mask away from me. I'm gonna wear it some more. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on a heaven's door. I'm knock, knock, knocking on a heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on a heaven's door. Just like so many times before. Mama, mama, wipe the tears now from my eyes. Sometimes you just gotta leave it there. Hey, Jeff, how are you? Jeff's an old high school buddy. He was a drummer back then. I remember jamming over at Belfair. Him and Andy Sickle and I think we were making a whole bunch of noise over there. I believe that's the way that worked out. They were much better musicians than I was. I was the noisemaker. They were making music. Let's do something silly here. I'm going to guess that my step-grandmother's on watching. And I told my wife that I'd sing this song for her. It's called Catnipped. I live outside. Oh, I like it like that, 'cause I can run and hide, and I can do what I want, and I can chase a mouse, but not like those other cats stuck inside the house. And I can sit on a fence and yowl at the moon, and you can try to make a sense. Well, love the Sally Cat too. You might have misunderstood. You might have thought I was in pain, but I'm still the top cat of the alley food chain. And you can't keep me locked up in the kitchen, and you can't leash me like some stupid dog. So don't give me a litter box, 'cause I will hunt and kill your socks, and your couch will never be the same. I am a cat, well, in a midnight quiet. You might think we're in heat, all these cats are on fire. But make no mistake, 'cause we're singing for love, and we're singing for mice and the lion up above. And now I must admit, 'cause I'm a little bit high from a little catnip, and now I think I can fly. I picked a fight with a leaf and picked a fight with a dog, and spent the rest of the night hiding in a log. And you can't keep me locked up in the kitchen, and you can't leash me like some stupid dog. So don't give me a litter box, 'cause I will hunt and kill your socks, and your couch will never be the same. Up in the kitchen, and don't leash me like some stupid dog. So don't give me, 'cause I will hunt and kill your socks, and in the morning I'll be asleep upon your face. Sounds like some folks are singing in Hawaii. Well, Jeannie, why can't you get back to work? I'm okay with you not getting back to work at the moment, but eventually we all got to work. We got to do something. I know that eventually I got to tear down my setup here. That'll be my next work. This isn't work. This is the fun part. The work is setting everything up and making it work properly. Otherwise, I just had to sit around and play music for myself. Jeannie there, my cousin, who jumped on a second ago, she gave me my first guitar amplifier, I believe. I want to say it was a Crate or a PV. A long time ago. And I turned up the distortion real high on it. It's probably the little amplifier we use to make noise with Zephyr. Everything comes full circle. Let's sing a song about the. I've been one of those people who's been watching TikTok because you know what? It's entertaining. It's entertaining. Everything's short. I'm not getting roped into anything, although I do lose hours to it. But I can walk away at any moment. And there's this fella, he's walking across the country, and he's been walking through Pennsylvania lately. And he's probably coming right about up on this on the area where this song takes place. It's called Minister Creek, and it's a song I wrote about the Allegheny National Forest and my memories of it. I remember climbing my stairs in my old apartment building after the spinal cord injury and thinking to myself, it's mountain climbing. And then I started thinking back to some of the more enjoyable times I had in life, climbing mountains and hiking through the mountains. And I wrote this song based on that. Monster Creek I follow, a path past an old hollow tree that lies decaying on the ground. Letting it go, I take my rest beneath the pines upon the crest. Daylight slips away without a sound. Beneath the stars in Pennsylvania, well, this time is gonna gain ya a chance to figure out where you wanna be. And listening to the wind blow, the night is dark and I am cold. Nocturnal souls are searching for a meal. Something is lurking, all my fears are on high alert as it draws near, and I don't have much to give and less to steal. Beneath the stars in Pennsylvania, well, this time is gonna gain ya a chance to figure out where you wanna be. Maybe go east and maybe go west, and Ireland's southern food would be best, my love. And Canada is calling me to you, back to a shore across Lake Erie, where my heart is gonna steer me back to this town of rust where I was born. Back to this town of rust where I was born. Physically tired from the track, my mind is wide, and I am wrecked, and I barely have the strength just to shed my clothes. Settling deep into my nest, I fold my arms across my chest, surrender to the slumber my soul's repose. Beneath the stars in Pennsylvania, well, this time it's gonna gain ya a chance to figure out where you wanna be. I'll maybe go east and I'll maybe go west, and Ireland's southern food would be best, my love. And Canada is calling me to you, back to the shore across Lake Erie, where my heart is gonna steer me back to this town of rust where I was born. Back to this town of rust where I was born. Ooh, it's 8 o'clock already. Time is going by quickly, which is a good thing. No, I guess it doesn't really matter one way or other if it goes by. I mean, I suppose if I was sitting in a class or at work and there was 10 minutes left, I'd want time to go by quickly. But considering I plan to play an hour, and then we're going to sit down and watch a movie. I don't know how fast I want time to go. It doesn't really matter. It'll be 15 minutes either way. just feels like it's going by quickly because I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself. Oh, what to play, what to play. Gonna do a couple more here. My friend Ed called the other day. He said, hey, I'm listening to your song in my car. He puts everything on shuffle play. And Ed has actually played this song. He's got a cover of it on the YouTube. By the way, over on YouTube, I see Aaron is listening, watching. Hello, Aaron. And I see Sarah's out in Boston or in Massachusetts watching. Hello, Sarah. Hello, everybody. Good to have you here. This is called Anywhere Else But Here. It's the song Ed was listening to in his car the other day. She stares out of the window and her eyes explore. She dreams of another day, a far off distant shore. And her hopes have departed. She's just trying to get through the day, trapped here with the dreams on hold. Her spirit, it starts to fade. She doesn't know what she wants. It isn't all that clear. She doesn't know where she wants to be. Just anywhere else but here. She doesn't know where she wants to be. Just anywhere else but here. He thinks about her a lot, and thinks about his own destiny. He doesn't like his place on earth, and he wishes that he were free. Could have been a baseball star. He had a real nice glove. I could have taken this thing so far if I'd have stuck with my first love. He doesn't know what he wants. It isn't all that clear. He doesn't know where he wants to be. Just anywhere else but here. He doesn't know where he wants to be. Just anywhere else but here. She ponders deep in her soul. He looks up to the sky. She prays that life will be better for us before we die. If we could be what caught in this moment and let the sunlight shine in all our lives. I wish just once that we wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here. I wish just once that we wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here. Well, I'm going to do two more for you. Thinking I want to do new ones. So that's what I'm going to do. And let's just check this tuning here because it sounded a little off to me. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. I don't know how people are responding to the new CDC direction that says we're free to go. You don't have to wear a mask. I'm going to keep wearing a mask. What's that? Yes. Well, I've been vaccinated. Annie is. The problem is, how do we know if people are vaccinated or not? I mean, I guess you could take a fridge magnet and stick it to their arm and see if it sticks to the microchip. But there is no microchip. So I don't even think a fridge magnet would stick to a microchip. You might erase a microchip. So if you're worried about it, go ahead and do that. Speaking of misinformation, that's what the song starts with. It's called Considering the Weather. You're a fool, he said, and nothing is real. All he believed was what he could feel. And nothing is promised, and nothing is written in stone. You know they change the rules if you think you got some meat on the bone. Don't understand the spell that we are under, the absurdity. It's obvious to me. And considering the weather, I pray for better on days for you and me. Death and madness, well, fools, cowards, and crooks. The outgoing boss, he probably burned all the books. Well, back to business as usual, but it ain't like it used to be. A bit more predictable in the strange reality. I don't understand the spell that we are under, the absurdity. It's obvious to see. And considering the weather, I pray for better days for you and me. Too close, too much for just one man. It could have gone another way if he had a better plan. He ain't really gone, no, he's looking for a bed, another chance, another opportunity to bring his song and dance. I don't understand the spell that we are under, the absurdity. It's obvious to me. And considering the weather, I pray for better on days for you and me. And considering the weather, I pray for better, when days for you and me. I think I played that in the wrong key, but that's all right. I made it work. That's on the new CD. It's called Together Alone. The CD is called Together Alone, Songs from the Pandemic. Because most of the songs all of the songs were written during the pandemic. One of them was written before we knew the pandemic was an issue for us. But I remember that night riding the train back from New Orleans and thinking, hey, there's this virus. I wonder if that's something to be concerned about. Of course, when you're going into big train stations like Union Station in Chicago, viruses are something you worry about. Fortunately, I'm one of those people that never got COVID. My wife and my whole family, both sides, have been very careful. So we were fortunate. I'm not going to say that our careful behavior guaranteed us, but it certainly helped, I'm sure. So we're grateful to have not gotten COVID and to have gotten the vaccine, and we're looking forward to moving forward. I'm going to do one more song, and I want to tell you about a show I'm going to do. It's a live show. It's going to be at the Keene Park Arts Festival, June 9th, Friday afternoon, from like 3:30 until 7:30. Kate Kuzer's going to join me. We're going to be on the Evans Amphitheater stage. That's the big stage. And Kate and I will be distanced from each other. We won't be anywhere near each other, and we won't be anywhere near you. There's an orchestra pit between us and the audience. So it should be a pretty safe environment, big area. So if you want to come out and listen to live music, that might be a good opportunity. This one's called The Joy of Seeing You Smile. It's about our re-entry. And there is a time when we all will know that we all can be together, and let the circle grow. There will be moments of shared songs and tears and laughter, and the days that will come after, like they were not long ago. And in the waning hours tempted, we gather too soon, as we dream of nights together, twirling under the moon. There will be signs as we emerge, expectations and foolish urges, and the joy of seeing you smile. Remains the grief, remains the tears that we shed, and the isolated morning. No tears, no eulogy sang, no. Oh, this verse keeps evading me. Toast was ever raised, no wakes or visiting hours, and if we have it in our powers, may we celebrate the dead. hours tempted, we gather too soon. As we dream of nights together, twirling under the moon, there will be signs as we emerge, expectations and foolish urges, and the joy of seeing you smile. There is a time when we all will know that we all can be together and let the circle grow. There will be moments of shared songs and tears and laughter, and the days that will come after, like they were not long ago. And in the waning hours tempted, we gather too soon. As we dream of nights together, twirling under the moon, there will be signs as we emerge, expectations and foolish urges, and the joy of seeing you smile. Well, thanks for hanging out and listening. The new ones are fun because they are a challenge. I am so used to really working out all the details in new songs on open mic stages and then developing it, playing live all the time and not playing live all the time. Everything is just rehearsal on the couch, and it's a different experience. It's, I suppose in sports, it's the difference between throwing a ball and throwing it towards a batter. It's just a different experience. So thank you for the opportunity to try to get this stuff cemented in my brain. Anyway, thanks for hanging out tonight and listening. I'm going to be back next Saturday night at 6 p.m. as part of the 48-hour virtual music festival. That's a Cleveland-based virtual music festival they've been doing once a month. Megan Stepko organizes that. And it's 48 hours of straight music, all kinds of different people from all over, not just Cleveland, but around the country are now taking part in this thing, and it's a cool event. So check that out next Saturday night, and the whole weekend. Just look for 48-hour Music Fest. Also, Kane Park is going to be on July 9th, and that's going to be a real live show in front of human beings instead of just me looking at the camera and then glancing down to see your names and your messages. And thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Jeff. And I don't think I have anything else for the evening. We're going to watch a movie now. We're going to make some popcorn and drink some tea and just be a nice little family watching a movie on a Saturday night. So good night. And also, keep your eyes open for the new CD. It's coming out in about a month. We'll see you soon. Good night.